moon already looking ominous. Tuesday night, really chilled out, looks like. Okay. Yeah, you might get some creeping action from the bar or something. Damn, it's even the bar isn't really that crowded. So usually somebody comes up and ruins the vibe. Or, yeah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Somebody to ruin it. The chill. Hey, what's up?
Yes. Good luck.
Okay.
1589.
Okay. Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Later. Yeah, that's probably people who are already at the bars. Yeah. Or it could be like after work, some late runnings ends. Or whatever, running errands, getting the cigarettes. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It almost never fails. Like, if it is a quiet night, and I'm like, oh, look, it's a quiet night, then that's exactly when a huge motherfucking truck will pull up right then. And it was like clockwork, too. Like, I was like, oh, it's such a sweet night. Like, it's so quiet. It's so, like... Yeah, it happens almost. If I do make it to there, when a big truck hasn't pulled up or something, then that's like, that's like a miracle, I guess. like it don't. Take a shit on it. Hey, hey! I love you too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's true. All right. Got it. Hey, I love you too. Oh, you're welcome, Mom. I love you. Was Oh no, it's all right. It's the no. I'm just gonna let it. I'm gonna take a shower tomorrow. And nah. I'll stink like a swamp for another day. Stink like a good old Texas swamp. My homelands. Oh man. All right, we got these. It's like, come on, $100 million. I could use that. Are we gonna take it down? Yeah. I think because my dinner was really good and I had that McDonald's today. So my dinner was like grilled sausage and a little bit of pasta. I didn't. Green beans, so I feel that shit coming on, you know? When you feel the shit coming on, it's like, oh. When the doo-doo is forming. Oh, yeah. And then finally the doo-doo is released into the toilet. And it's magical. Did the Astros win tonight or did they lose again? I don't know. It's kind of interesting because they try to keep that same 2017, 2022 like winning team together, but it's like, you know, the guys get older and older, so they keep trying to hold on. And it's like, so it's kind of interesting. They try to bring in new players and draft picks and try to keep the championship status of the team, but it's very hard because the guys get older and older every year. So because of biological age and mortality. So like keeping a championship team, you can keep a streak going, but it's like it's kind of hard to keep a dynasty going for a long time. Da-da. Took a duty. All right, refreshing. Gotta wash the hands though. After the dukage, after dropping the ordnance, get that palm olive to the rescue. Yeah, there's enough particles on my hands right now. Farticles. Everybody loved that, the farticles. Yeah. I wash my hands from the farticles. All right. Let's go get the beer ready for the activities. Or the slacktivities of tonight, right? Slacktivities. Oh yeah. What's up? Oh, what's Stewie doing? You being silly good? Oh, jumping all over mama. Don't cause too much drama. The mama. Oh, did that thing mess it up? Really? Hamburger thing messed up? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got it. Oh. No, it's just, I think, Kroger's and a lot of retail companies slash all jobs, like thousands of jobs. So basically, if people wanted to stay employed at Kroger's, they had to be like Enoch and drive, a big commute just to get to the stores. Yeah. No, I don't think it could be age discrimination. But who knows? The companies might just be hiring younger people.
Well, I'm just saying, if there's one position for something at one store,
Yeah.
they might go with the younger person,
Yeah.
which is
I
saying.
mean, well, yeah.
Well, they're probably thinking, oh God, she's 62, she's so old,
Yeah.
and she's probably 300 pounds or,
Oh, no.
you know.
They do hire older people though.
No,
I've
but-
seen it.
No,
Yeah.
I know, but what
Oh,
I'm saying
maybe
is-
that's not their first choice.
Yeah,
Maybe it's the 20 and the 30 and the 40 and the 50-year-olds getting the first choice.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, that's sad, but that's probably what's happening.
A lot
What?
of times, the older you are, the more they think you're fat and you're ugly and horrible looking and.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't think I'm that horrible looking.
No. Don't take it too personally.
Right.
It's just corporate America.
Yeah.
Don't take corporate America personally. At all. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes, don't take it too personally, Yeah. Yeah, I used to take it personally. I didn't get a job. I applied at Starbucks a few times. I was like, well, what's wrong with me? I don't get hired at Starbucks. Starfucks. And it's like, yeah, I know some people, if they're not hired, they're like, oh God, they don't like me. I'm not good enough for it or whatever. No, it's just like, yeah, there are discriminatory hiring practice, especially with companies, big companies, corporate companies like H-E-B or Kroger's or Starbucks. Yeah,
Because if you notice, they only hired like, I was a straight white male and I wasn't getting hired at Starbucks. And then after like 3 times of not getting the interview, I was like, hold on a second. You know, I was in my 20s and I kept getting passed over. So I was kind of like, what the fuck is this? I'm in my 20s and I can't get a job at Starbucks? Like, what the fuck? What? All my friends got jobs at Starbucks. You know, a lot of them did. And, you know, one was a pretty girl, so that's probably why she got it. Because she was sexy, young babe. And then I started to notice when I go to a lot of Starbucks, there'd be like really cute chicks. And then I was like, hold on a second. Is it just like, you know, guys that are just hiring hot chicks? Because... And then I see a black dude, and I see other people. I see women, I see black dudes, I'd see an Asian lady. But then, yeah, I would see white straight males. But it was like, I think the Starbucks Corporation started to discriminate against straight white males, and they were hiring lesbians and minorities and gays and shit like that, and people like that. So, yeah, there were, you know, I had no criminal record or anything. It's not like I had a bad work record, really. It's not like I like quit or got fired from like 20 jobs or some shit like that. Yeah, typically, I guess I would stay at a place like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. You know, kind of semi-quasi dedication, I suppose, but not really. But now I don't judge my life about what corporate America thinks of me or what, you know. I no longer live my life thinking about what they think of me. Now I think more about what I think of me. Is pretty much what, you know what I mean. So I don't live my life to please corporate America or please a boss or please society or please fucking shit, you know, basically. And so, yeah, that was an old way. That was the old me, giving a shit. You know, about every single thing. Oh man, I give a shit about every single little thing. Yeah, that was the old me. Now I'm like Charles Bukowski. Don't care. Don't try. You'll just be disappointed anyway. Don't try. Yeah, now it's like a mixture of Bill Hicks, George Carlin, and Charles Bukowski. So if I applied for Home Depot and they didn't hire me, and I didn't get the job, maybe when I was like 24, I'd be like, what happened? But now I'd just be like, well, shit happens. Yeah. Uh-huh. People are so busy working on their slavery that they don't spend enough time working on their mastery. So... Yeah, I did. I think I was just too drunk to finish the Maslow's Hierarchy of Needs in Psychology 101. You know, probably one of the most interesting things in Psychology 101. So Maslow, you know, scientist, psychologist, wrote this chart for humanity. It was called, you know, Maslow's Hierarchy of Needs for mankind, and this applies to both male and female. Although women get their needs fulfilled a lot better than males can be discarded, they can be discounted, they can be shit on, they can be males are basically the expendable, you know, the worker bees, the expendable ants in society. And they usually always have been, but you know, the expendable soldiers that go off to the Iraqi conflict and get their hands blown off and stuff. They're just pawns of the machine. So they're just the men can lift things and they're strong. So, you know, they're just used by society to get shit built, to get shit moved. Or, you know, just basically just used by society. Civilization. Traditionally speaking. They're expendable. We are expendable as men. That's just the harsh truth of it. Yeah, and if men were expendable already, you know, in civilization and society, and then here comes AI and robotics. Oh shit! Then we're even more expendable. Then more human beings are going to be more and more expendable and not needed. You know, so maybe the lady doesn't ask you in the grocery store next time to feel useful and get the item from the top shelf. Maybe the robots get so strong that a woman doesn't even need a man to open anything, and she just gets the robot to open her cans for her, you know, or open her bottles or whatever. Maybe a man's talents become useless in this new world, in this brave new world. I always go on a rant about AI and robotics and androids before I get to the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I'm not that drunk this time, so I think I'll just try to stick to the actual pyramid of the hierarchy. So everyone has needs, whether we like it or not, and I'm kind of a guy that's really just I'm kind of happy just with the basic necessities, because I guess I've written off anything else. I still dream, I still plan other things, but for now, for a while, you know, I've stuck to the bottom of the pyramid chart, which was I find just with having shelter, food, water, and basic necessities, the bare necessities. The bare necessities of life. Yeah, like, you know. Is his name Abu the bear? It's been a long time since I watched the Jungle Book. The bare necessities of life. And so, it's Mowgli and then Abu, right? I was so excited when I was a kid. They had the Jungle Book, you know, like the Happy Meal, and I got the little Mowgli, and he was like in a pot, and it was like from the McDonald's, the Happy Meal. So I was so happy about it. We got a visitor, a mosquito from the atrocious Tropicalia of Houston, Texas, in the mired swamp of joy. Born on the bayou. Yeah, maybe I'll get to die where I was born. You know, somewhere close to it, you know. I used to live here, you know. You're gonna die here, you know. How convenient. That's one of my favorite parts of Return of the Jedi. As Luke is always the optimist, and then, well, except for the Disney Star Wars, that's another. I'm talking about the original trilogy. He's always the optimist, like, we can do it. And then Han Solo's like, oh yeah? Let me tell you the real truth about it, you know. So Han Solo was great because he was like being sarcastic and realistic all the time. And then Luke Skywalker was starry-eyed and he was optimistic, so it was a great foil. Yeah, created a lot of great comedy in the original Star Wars trilogy. The only Star Wars trilogy, besides the prequels. The original, the best. The greatest, in fact. The one and only original trilogy. The OT of the OG. That's where it's at. So Maslow's hierarchy of needs is air, oxygen, breathing, your lungs. Yeah, bronchial. So we need that, the whole respiration thing, the whole living thing. To be alive, we need to be able to live, and that's breathe. So water for hydration and cell repair, transport nutrients, the great carrier, water. Also, water cleanses, toxins and poisons in our bodies. Besides cellular regeneration and so on. Hydration, flow, in other words. Yeah. So air, water, food, shelter. So shelter, the elements can't drown or kill you, normally speaking. So you get shelter so you can have comfort. So you can, have some place to lay your head and go to sleep. And that's another Maslow's hierarchy of needs is sleep. Yeah. Regeneration, of course, we're a biological creature of a finite time, of a mortal time. A mortal time with a mortal destiny. But, no one really knows until we die. So we'd have to die to know if there was an afterlife. We would have no proof otherwise. Yeah. And it could just be, before we were born, we don't remember anything. And after we're dead, lights out. It's over. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Really. I guess that makes me an agnostic, I suppose. I'm eternally curious, I guess. I'm curious as to what purpose this planet or what life itself would be. I'm kind of curious to what purpose anything, I guess. I'm curious to what purpose the universe actually serves. And why it exists in the first place. But man, ain't it fun. Man, it's a lot of colors, it's a lot of noise, it's a lot of ha ha ha. They got the music, they got the dancing, they got the McBeer. Yeah, I saved my McDonald's cup so I can create the McBeer. So we got the oohs and the ahs and the woo and the wah, and we got all this entertaining, all this exciting stuff. And that's only one planet out of 2 trillion galaxies. So, man, that's a lot of fun to be had. That's almost too much for even one lifetime or even multiple lifetimes to have. This is almost too much. This life thing is almost too much fun, isn't it? I would say. I think it's almost too. I would say it's overwhelming in scope. To be realistic, but maybe it's too much. Like George Harrison in the Beatles, Yellow Submarine. It's all too much for me to take. Love that's shining all around me. Everywhere is what you make. Take a piece, but not too much. You like that one from Yellow Submarine, All Too Much? From Northern Songs Limited? Yeah, I guess Northern Songs Limited, was that before Apple? Before the Apple company that the Beatles, and then the Apple defaulted, like in the early 70s? It's hard to imagine that a Beatles company would default, right? That's kind of a strange concept, but it did. Because the Beatles broke up, I guess. I guess if the Beatles stayed together, they could have had quite a musical enterprise going on there. Quite a musical enterprise. Quite a business. The Beatles could have been like the Walking Dead of music, right? Because Walking Dead, it starts in 2010, but it goes on and on and on. And AMC, American Movie Classics, they want to keep Walking Dead going until, they can afford a yacht in Ibiza. And they don't want it to end because the cash is coming in, it's flowing in. They don't ever want it to stop. And so the only thing that's stopping them is that people realize what they're doing is that they're just extending the stories out so that they can milk the viewership out. And some people don't care. They're like, oh, I wish this lasted my whole life. That'd be cool, like a soap opera, right? Like a soap opera, your grandma, like my grandma watched The Young and the Restless ever since, it came out, since she was, I don't know, maybe in her early 30s, maybe younger than that. And she's been watching the Young and the Restless. It's like a show that's been going on 50, 60 years or something. And every day at, 11 a.m., it's like, da, da, ooh. And ever since I was a kid, she would watch The Young and the Restless. And that's a soap opera that goes on for multi-generations and goes through all the drama. It's like if The White Lotus went on for 50 years or something. It's like that. So that must make networks salivate. If they could create something and do minimal effort, like The Walking Dead, and just repeat the same shit for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, and people keep on watching, keep on buying, keep on merching, keep on getting excited about it, and stay dedicated, stay devoted for their entire lives, hooked. Hooked like a drug. I'm sure a lot of entertainment studios are intrigued by the idea of a permanent drug that keeps. The problem with The Walking Dead and the spin-offs is that people are like, okay, either shit or get off the pot. Okay, this is too much foreplay. I want to fuck, and that's really the deal with that. The Walking Dead is that people are getting sick of it, or they have been getting sick of it for a long time. How much the AMC is milking the tit too hard, like Disney Star Wars, for instance, or Disney in general. They call it oversaturation of the market, overdoing it, overcooking it. So the basic bottom of the pyramid is basic needs, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. That's food, water, shelter, survival. Basic stuff. I need to breathe. I need for my heart to beat. I need for my brain to